on? Alright, what's going on, everybody? Happy Veterans Day to all our veterans and our servicemen and women that have served and are still serving in our armed forces today. Today, I've got a real treat for you. This is what you all been waiting for, isn't it? This is my ultimate Lego creation. This is the Lego Mark 14 battle rifle. And you heard me right. A Lego Mark 14, made entirely out of Lego. Now, forgive me for being gone for too long. Had so many things come up over the past over a year, so I apologize. So, let's go over this creation. So, there are some working features on this. We got a working trigger, a removable mag, just one push of the magazine release. It comes out just like that, nice and smooth. So the historical information about this battle rifle is pretty known in the history of our army. Of course, we all know that this weapon started out simply as the M14. And the M14 was designed to replace the M1 Garand battle rifle, the BAR Browning automatic rifle, the M2 and M1 carbines, the Thompson SMG, and even the M3 grease gun SMG. And the M14 was first adopted in 1959, and it soon replaced all those older weapons by 1963 to 1964. But the service of the M14 was just only skin deep back then. Yes, the M14 did see some action in Vietnam, and it has been loved by so many of our Vietnam veterans. And so later on in the war, our boys upgraded to the M16s by 1965 to 1966. Of course, we all know how that turned out. So at the end of the Vietnam War in 1975, the M14s were put into storage and mothballs, and it wasn't until after 9/11, by 2002, our military realized that our M16s and M4s were not able to shoot far enough to get the job done. So they decided to pull all the M14s out of storage and out of mothballs and service to put them in the hands of servicemen and women. And so by 2003, 2004, they decided to put the parts of the M14 in a lightweight alloy chassis system, and that's what you see here. It's known as the EBR chassis system. And this particular variation of the M14, which is the Mark 14. Now, that's the actual military pronunciation. It's not MK14. The real pronunciation is Mark 14, hence the letters MK. That's short for Mark. Now, before we light this thing up and do some test shots, I want to show you the optics and attachments I've made for this. We got a grenade launcher here, which is pretty cool. This is actually an attachment that can go on to the bottom of the Mark 14 here, and then just like a real grenade launcher, pretty cool. Then we have some optics here. We got the EOTech holographic sight here, and you can see it looks so much like the real thing. This is probably my very first EOTech holographic I've made that really looks like the real McCoy. Then we got an ACOG scope here, which is a pretty cool design of my own. I don't think there's ever been an ACOG scope design like that one. Then we got two attachments, two optics from the 2014 Call of Duty Advanced Warfare video game, like the iconic red dot sight and the hybrid sight. And unfortunately, unlike in the game where you can just, it's all automated and it does the work on its own, you have to push this back and forth with your own hand. Now we have right here is a heartbeat sensor attachment. This is basically mounted onto the side of the Mark 14 as you see here. And then you have over here, we have a foregrip for the bottom of the Mark 14, which would basically be located right here, just like the grenade launcher. Then we have a silencer here. Then we have a flashlight attachment, and this can be mounted onto this, just like how it could be mounted onto my trusty 45 1911 here, and not so much for the P08 Luger, unfortunately. So, now the ammo part. We have 2 magazines here. They're 20 round mags, and what's unique about this build is the fact that just like the real M14s and Mark 14s are capable of, you can actually pull this all the way back, and this right here, you got strip clips. Unfortunately, it's not like the real thing where you could just push the rounds in, whereas that part, that kind of detail part is still not yet to be mastered by most Lego builders. But you can just shove the rounds right in through like that, just like the real M14s and Mark 14s could. So that's pretty cool. Now, let's go ahead and get on with the firing. So, according to my camera person, we only got about a couple minutes left. So, let's go ahead and fold the bipod up, and let's fire some rounds off with this thing, the Brickmaster style. So, this is for all our veterans out there who are watching this video. Be sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel, and do leave some comments in the comment section below. Alright, here we go. Take these off. Alright. Alright, let's try one more magazine before we wrap up the video. Alright, here we go. Close the bolt. And there.
I want this freaking tape stay on, bro. Hell no.
Alright.
Mimi! Help me!
Alright. Happy Veterans Day.